Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of People of Data, where we get to highlight the wonderful people of data. These are our data leaders from various industries, geographies, and disciplines. Discover how companies are using data, their achievements, and the challenges they face. Today on the show, we have Bhagya Reddy, who's got 20 years of experience. She's the executive director of Data Intelligence and Data University at Virgin Media, UK's largest mobile network. Beyond her corporate role, Bhagya is the visionary behind her startup Training in Data, which empowers individuals, particularly women and people returning to work, to excel in the data domain. She's also passionate about mentorship and speaking engagements, where she talks about fostering a diverse and inclusive data ecosystem. Welcome to the show, Bhagya. So good to have you here.
Thank you, Tarush. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here as well.
Let's get right into it. You know, what does Virgin Media do, and uh, how does data play a role in fundamentally what Virgin does and how Virgin makes money?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll talk about it. Virgin Media O2 is a UK-based telecommunication company formed through a merger between Virgin Media and O2 in 2021. It provides broadband, TV, mobile, landlines, whatnot, whatever related to telecom, combining the strengths of Virgin Media cable network and O2's mobile network. It became a big brand. The company aims to deliver seamless connectivity and innovation services to its customers. It offers including high-speed internet and as well as the fiber as well. Merger has enhanced its capability to invest in 5G and also full fiber network.
Awesome. How does data play a day-to-day part in this sort of Virgin O2 story?
Data plays a crucial role in helping Virgin Media O2 to improve its services and operations in several key ways. I'll start with majorly five of them. One, customer insights and personalizations. It is all about analyzing the customer data. Virgin Media O2 can give high insights and gain the insights into user behavior, preferences, and usage patterns, such as when customer walked into the store, whether they ask for a mobile plan or is it like a broadband, how does they relate it? And this allows for personalization of marketing as well, tailor their service offerings and improve the customer experience as well. For example, you are not sure whether to buy an iPhone or Android, then we as providers help you to understand what's in it. It's all about personalization end of the day. That's the customer insights. When it comes to the second one, it's about network optimization. Data analytics helps in monitoring and optimizing network performance. Probably a person who uses the internet 24 hours are different to the person who uses 4 hours internet. The traffic patterns, usage patterns, and looking at how much we can enhance the network reliability, manage the congestion, and planning the capacity upgrades to ensure consistent service quality is one of our vision as well. So that is the network optimization. When it comes to the product development, we look at data-driven insights enable the company to innovate and develop the new products and services that meets and evolve every single customer. Even it could be a college student who is going to the uni, or even like a student who is going to a school might need some needs as well for the internet, and having that parental guidance. And also the people who are working in the peak hours shouldn't have the connection issues. Understanding market trends and customer feedback helps in defining our offerings and staying competitive. Also, when it comes to the customer support is one of our major thing as well. Leveraging the data in customer service can improve responsive times and responsive resolution rates, and as well as predicting analytics can identify potential issues, what can happen in the future for the customers, and enable proactive support and maintenance before even they rise the complaint. That's what we look at. The last but not least is the operational efficiency. Data analytics streamlines internal process by identifying inefficiencies and optimizing the resource allocation. This
Yeah,
leads to cost savings, better decision making, and overall improved operational performances.
that makes a ton of sense. Like the obvious question is, you know, all of these are probably in line with every other telecom company, in the world. What does Virgin do uh, better? Or, what is your competitive advantage over the next player who's doing the same thing?
I'm sure everyone is now working agile, whereas truly agile is not there everywhere. It's like, you have a problem now, solve it in next 1 hour. Or what is the SLA for it? We do track each and everything, very minute details as well. For
Okay.
example, when the customer walked in, how much time they are taking in the till, and what's the complaints they have raised. Analyze the data and reflect based on the data is what we are doing. And especially having the broadband and also mobile at the same place is really good.
So basically, what you're saying is by consolidation, not just a single business unit, but having multiple, and then just by fundamentally being the largest provider, basically what you're saying is, this is a big area of investment and you are, investing in the entire sort of journey. So
Yeah.
uh, that makes a ton of sense. Um, well, what's the sort of culture like in Virgin on a day-to-day basis, and how does that map into you and the culture which you're building into your team?
Virgin Media encourages diversity quite a lot, like when it comes to the leadership roles, having women or even the diverse profiles. It matters a lot, even working with uh, neurosurgeons or even like anyone who is having some troubles, uh, physically challenged. It doesn't matter really. We have colleagues and we work together well and accommodate each and everything. And also, Virgin Media works in a very hybrid model. Like when I say hybrid, it's really hybrid. Come to the office only when it's really needed, not like every single day we are coming to the office. That gives
Are you
like
calling into the office today?
I am, yes. We have an onboarding session going on. It's exciting. Monthly once we have an onboarding session for the new members wherein we all come in, say hello and, just say about what do we do and all. So yeah, it's exciting to be in sometimes when you want to do like sort of gatherings or parties or even getting to know each other, those kind
Yeah,
of times.
that
Generally
makes.
work for most of it. So
And how did the culture map into your team? Sort of Virgin, sort of Virgin. I think famously known for its sort of diversity and openness. And how does this map into the data team and more so into your leadership style and management?
yeah, sure. I'm very like a open and honest person generally. Like if something is not working, it's all about like, no, it doesn't work. Let's change it. And very much proactive in terms of challenging as well. If somebody challenges me, like, you cannot do it, or maybe this takes 6 months. I mean, I'm happy to take up the challenge and prove it wrong. That is there in terms of the my team as well. My team is very supportive and encourages, and they do know like I do like the direct feedback, and it's always like open and honest. And we work as a team rather than like manager and peer relationship. It's more like colleagues, and we are working together, and it's more of like teamwork. That's what I would say, and that's what I encourage as well.
Nice. And, talking about the team, what does the team look like today? How big is the team? What's the breakup? And, in terms of your sort of data ecosystem, what does the data stack look like?
Data stack looks like it is GCP, and we have DBT as an ETL2 and
Use DBT Cloud, use DBT Enterprise.
DBT Cloud actually. Moving towards the GCP quite a lot. The migration has completed now. Now we are in the journey of decommissioning the BI systems at the moment. Right now, using Tableau as one of the BI tool, and it's the tool for the self-service analytics for us. And Atlan as one of the tool where we are doing the data cataloging and data governance, data lineage as well. And
Amazing.
data observability and data quality also in progress at the moment.
Is that also in Appian or are there other tools for observability?
There are other tools as well, which we are exploring at the moment. We do have Apnitio, and also we are having a Monte Carlo is one of the new tools from the Salesforce as well. So we are exploring that too at the moment.
Amazing. And you mentioned you are deprovisioning some BI tool. Which one moving away from?
Away from OBI, Vivo, and like sort of MicroStrategy, all set of
Yeah.
tools, just getting it to one tool, that's the success path for success.
And that's going to be Tableau.
Yeah, that's going to be done.
And you mentioned, you have everything inside GCP. Do you use a separate ingestion tool to basically get data inside?
Yes, that's right. For the storage and the processing and all is happening through GCP, BigQuery, and
And
once.
you use is there an ingestion tool to get data into sort of GCP like Airbyte or Fivetran or Hevo or like,
Using dbt at the moment for getting the data.
got it. So you're building your own pipelines over there.
Yeah, that's right.
People of Data is brought to you by 5x. It's no surprise that the data space is one of the most fragmented industries with over 500 vendors in 30 plus categories. The analogy we use is data vendors are selling car parts. Imagine walking into a Honda and instead of selling you a Civic, they sell you an engine and you have to build your own car. That's exactly what's happening in the data world today. 5x is an all-in-one data platform that's incredibly easy to use. We make it easy to consolidate your data from your different systems, clean it, structure it, model it, and make it available through dashboards, reporting, and AI. Whether you're building a data platform from scratch, filling in missing pieces, or need expert data services, 5x has you covered. Imagine a world where any team can become a data and AI team in just a few clicks. If you're interested in making sure you don't get left behind in this new world of data and AI, get a demo at 5x.co. Very exciting. Awesome. And what does the data team look like?
Okay, we'll look like around 500 people in the overall organization, out of which the right now where I belong is a data democratization, where we are democratizing the data, entire data. So that is like around 150 people, and I have a team of 25 people, where I have BI and A teams, data architecture, data governance, and data university, and as well as data platforms.
Super exciting. So the entire data org is about 500 people.
Yes.
Very typically, you see sort of data teams between 4 to 5% of an org, let's say at about 17,000, let's say at like 20,000 to make this math very easy, that would be about 500 people.
Mhm.
So roughly speaking, between 3 to 4%, maybe even a little bit more, probably over 5%, which is a really good sign that sort of data is a first-class citizen inside the organization.
Having a data university by ourselves, which states like how much important it is to have the data, right? Like it's all about like having a data literacy program running
Yeah.
in the organization rather than taking it to just few random trainings. Would like to
Yeah.
have a learning path for each and every individual employer is within the company.
And so Data University is very cool. We had a version of that at WeWork, and I know Twitter, had a version of that. I've seen like many tech companies have that. What does Data University look like at Virgin Media?
It's about empowering each and every individual employee within the organization, knowing
Got it.
about the data, understanding what dashboards or reports they are receiving, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Also, it is all about self-serving.
Yeah.
You
And is this more at the sort of here's the data available at Virgin Media for you to explore, or is it more on like years how to learn basic SQL or a combination of both?
both.
Got it.
Also
Uh,
about soft skills as well, not only just the technical skills. We have
yeah,
to talk about soft skills too, like
love that. It's so
communication,
important.
all of that.
What is one thing? What is one achievement you are extremely proud of, which is something your team has been able to impact sort of Virgin's business?
I would say data-driven organization and making in every step of the way and giving priority for personalization.
What's
It,
one example what's one real life example where you know what the world looked like before this and like post this project, like what did that look like?
okay, if there is a person in the till wanted to have the data, understand like a person X comes in and says like, I am using Virgin Media for last 10 years and I want this. And if they press in 5 minutes, they get the dashboard of like what are all the products they have done, and AI generating a recommendation as well, telling like, "Hello, Mr. X, you are with us for like these many years, and this is what your usage is. Based on your usage, this is our recommendation."
Got it. So a recommendation engine, is automatically fed in with all of the
Yeah,
customers' data, like previous bills and how long they've
yeah.
been a customer. And how are you sort of running this sort of decision engine? What's the compute behind this?
It is the data intelligence, right? Like how you are having the data and what are all the information available, plus adding the model, data science models to it to do the predictions.
Is this based on generative AI, or is this more like traditional sort of data science algorithms?
I would say it's a combination. It is not like one or the other. It is
Yeah.
depends on like which data product is it you're referring to as well.
And are you using any of the, sort of usual suspects when it comes to sort of Gen AI? You use OpenAI, Anthropic, or, is this more, an in-house deployment?
Again, a combination, Tarush. The scale of the organization and the data what we have, especially the network data, it will be like, it's in trillions and trillions and millions of data, trillions, millions of data. So it's not like a straightforward, get like you have like 100,000 of records, let's analyze it and build a model. It's about like what kind of type of category of data is, and use the OpenAI and Gen AI and also build custom tools in order to get the result what we want based on the business rules.
Got it. What is, one of the challenges which you face today, which you're actively working on solving?
Skills gap.
Mm. Is
Only for the
would love
university. You need to understand like what skills are required for persons to understand the data.
Got it. And do you see this in across the entire company? Are there particular departments which, you want to empower before others? How do you basically go roll out a university across, 17,000 full-time employees?
I would say first the data people has to be ready before the 500 people has to be skilled. But again, there is no first come first basis as such. We would like to have a parallel plan as well, running some business people also empowering them to understand the data while they are having a vote for doing this, and the data people also getting enhanced with their skills and all. That would help both happening at the same time.
Got it. And very practically speaking, how would you go about sort of solving the skill gap problem? Like, makes sense at a strategic level that you have data university, and this is an area which you're thinking about on a practical basis. What do you measure in terms of what's missing, and how do you basically go impact that? And what impact is this potentially
You're,
going to have?
you're asking me to share my strategy plans to you now. Anyways, so the way with it is like the technical assessments will be done based on like how many people are actually needed and what their skill sets are, and also measure the skills, how much they did and what they're missing at the moment, and create a learning path for them to actually build their career and build their data skills, and give them the badges, whatever is required from the university side. So depends on the number of badges they earn, they will reach the levels, and
Mm.
will on based on their performance and based on their badges that will be combined together and give the plan.
Got it. And how do you see this impact the organization in the long run? Like, obviously, sort of data literacy makes sense on paper, but what do you expect to be the practical implications of sort of self-service and of this data literacy?
I would say everyone will become independent, empowered, and often they even realized how much data could do. The power of the data will be more evident, and it will become more data driven organization. That means we could do more within the less time.
Amazing.
We get more customers satisfaction. Customers will be happy and we are.
Bhagya, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you, Tarush. Thanks a lot.